Welcome back, sweetie pies. We just here. I gotta change my password for this T-Mobile Wi-Fi that I have acquired. But yes, y'all, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'm back. Back online. Get out of that the eye shot of these people stalking me, my so-called neighbors, Milwaukee residents. Who knows? Who cares? But yes, y'all, I'm back. I just seen one person lingering. That's why I say I gotta change my passwords because before I even start talking, somebody literally even be on my live stream already. Like before I even hit live, somebody is on here for some reason. So it just be weird to me. But anyway, how y'all been? How y'all been, man? How y'all been? Come on in, hit that like button. Come on, hit that like button. I won't be here too long. I was here early this morning while I was posted up at the hospital. Shout out to the hospital for their Wi-Fi connectivity over there. I got about 4 people in there. I do have a chat. I do have a poll. It says, how often do you change your passwords? Too many people will not answer that. Is it once a week, once a month? When prompted to do so, when it pop up like, hey, it's time to change your password, or I don't care about it, because at first I didn't care about changing my password, but then like I said, I ended up trying to become an exotic dancer once upon a time. Here come the evil eye. Here come the evil eye. Why you got your thing as the evil eye? Hello. As the evil eye, but somebody always watching. Somebody is always watching. But hello, how y'all doing, sweetie pies? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I am your host, Miss Sweetz Talk, and this is my channel. I am also known as Marie Green out here in these Milwaukee streets. Okay. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to share with your family, friends, associates. Hit it, put it in a group chat, put it in a Facebook group, share the link. I don't care if people laughing at me or with me. So like I say, I got people coming on in, people I've never seen before on my live streams. So this will be the time. Like I said, I need to change my T-Mobile Wi-Fi and all that stuff. So we'll get to there. But everything gonna come in due time. Like I said, me going out to try to be an exotic dancer for about 30 days, 30 to 45 days, and meeting sugar daddies. Y'all don't get caught on these ring bell cameras outside. People is watching the ring bell cameras, man. And they is out here blackmailing people. They out here setting folks up through these ring bell cameras. It's not just the police that are utilizing it to not solve any crimes. Because when I look at the news, that's why I don't even watch the news from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. When I look at the news, man, I'll be like, oh my God. Like, how y'all always looking for the people to, what I'm saying, help y'all with solving a crime, but it's supposed to be all these smart devices and, cameras everywhere. Every time I'm outside, somebody talking to me, asking me about my damn dog. I can't even go in a 3-block radius without at least 4 people talking about what kind of dog is that? What is that? But I don't see y'all asking the white people or anybody else about their dog. So I just be a little confused. And now I'll just be happy because y'all be mad that I don't talk to y'all, that I really ignore y'all. The power of ignoring people can make somebody mad as hell. And y'all be in y'all feelings, man. Come on in. I see y'all. Come on in. Shout out to y'all. Daylace, Sienna Thornton, Katie Hunter, Mr. Black, Jordan Sosa, Nana Channel. Come on in. Hit that like button. Y'all doing everything except for hitting the like button. You said ignore that game, Gucci 100. Yeah, you gotta ignore these people. Like seriously, I'm walking. The lady. This is my emotional support animal. You know what I'm saying? Because people know I've been through a lot of trauma. Due to all this trauma still trying to be inflicted on me. You know what I'm saying? I have an emotional support dog named Princess. And due to, my mother passing away the way she did, like I said, the incidents with my son, Basically just trauma on trauma on trauma, especially for the past 2 to 3 years. And then just recently, like I said, sometimes, my son be like, you always tossing and turning. But what I don't want him to know is what I'm going to tell y'all is that I literally see that dead man, the African man that got killed across the hall from me, because I seen this dead body and him bleeding out when I walked into the hallway after I heard about 8 gunshots. I didn't see anybody. I didn't see who did it or anything like that. However, I did the smell of the gunpowder that was still in the hallway, and then his apartment door was like cracked. And I don't know why my dumb ass looked in there, but I looked and I seen that he was laying on his living room floor, face down, bleeding out. And then it took for me to get onto my YouTube channel. That's how I know that these so-called neighbors and people around here, owners of the building, whatever, they watch my YouTube channel. So it took them like almost 2 weeks to clean that up before somebody actually moved in, which is the neighbor that is over there now, which is the same neighbor that showed up with a dog the other night at 8 o'clock at night. But anyway, it just be a whole lot of Twilight Zone shit going on, and people try to drive me mentally insane and paranoid. Okay. But yeah, sometimes I be tossing and turning. I can't sleep. I can't sleep in this building. I'm always hearing something because I just be thinking about, how this building is set up and how anybody can go in the basement and turn my lights off and, try to come up in my house and do something to me, like they did to the African man. And, some nights I just wake up and I see him laying there, That's why I couldn't go see my mama when she was, what happened to her. And I had already seen my grandma like that. Already seen my granddaddy like that. Already seen my Uncle Tony like that, But to see that man right across the hall from me laying there bleeding, I just went to my car. I went and sat in my car with my dog, and I just sat there. And some nights I just literally be sitting here like, I can't sleep because I hear people running in and out the building. Like I said, I hear people kicking in the doors and stuff to other apartments. People coming in the back, going in the front or whatever, all types of night. So, sometimes I just really can't sleep. I really be wide awoke like an owl. So, I'm just happy I got my Wi-Fi back. So when I'm up wide awoke, thinking about death and seeing death in my subconscious, I could just get on here and get to talking to y'all and basically utilizing this YouTube as my journal, as my diary, because one day it might be found anyway. I might do a journal or a diary and somebody find it. I might die. So I didn't wrote all the secrets and all my thoughts and emotions in there. Just probably what didn't happen to me in the past, because a couple of my storage units was taken from me. So anyway, so even though that happened like over a year ago, I wake up and I be thinking, and then, I be thinking about my son and, my brother and my nephews, especially the black men in, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And, I was just, like I said, watching the news. A 21-year-old just got shot. A 18, 19-year-old just got shot. It's like, yeah, it happens everywhere, but how many of y'all can really say that y'all seen a dead body up close? Not somebody that died, but, and then for the neighbors to try to accuse you and your child of killing this man, and you ain't have no ill will towards this person. All because, whoever these women was sent to his house, came out one day. I'm just coming out of my apartment, and the young lady like, oh, you want my man? I'm like, excuse me? So that's why I learned to ignore these mental patients that I run into, especially over here in this downtown area, who seems to want to know so much about my dog. And when I don't want to, give them that information, they get upset. Or if I just ignore them and don't say shit, they really get upset. Just like I had a man and a woman. First the woman was called, hey, excuse me. Hey, excuse me. Hey, excuse me. What kind of dog is that? So me and my dog kept on walking. You know what I'm saying? But it's just strange to me. However, it's just strange to me that people have been, lying about me being a homicidal maniac, yet y'all have no problem coming up in my face and trying to antagonize and irritate me. Then, not even a block after that, we're walking around the hospital, me and my emotional support animal. We walking around the hospital. Here comes somebody else. Here come another black dude. Because the other lady, I guess when I ignored her by the apartment buildings over here, State Street Apartments, when I ignored them sitting in the parking lot looking ghetto as hell. When I ignored her, and then her man or whoever the hell it was with her spoke up like, hey, she talking to you. What kind of dog is that? I ignored him too. Next thing you know, I got called ugly. My dog got called ugly. All this extra shit. But we kept walking like they wasn't talking to us. So I get around the corner, get, by the hospital over there where I was doing the live stream. Here comes some dude in a white truck. Like I said, I start pulling out my camera and I just start recording everything, So I didn't delete some pictures. But anyway, some pictures and stuff on my phone so I can have enough storage, because for some reason these iPhones cost so much goddamn money. But however, it ain't no storage, you gotta pay for it. But anyway, so I always pull out my camera phone. So I'm like, damn, these people already harassed me about what kind of dog I got. I see people literally walking their dog all day every day. Never see anybody ask these people anything about them, they dog, nothing. But soon as me and my emotional support animal Princess comes outside, here you people come harassing me. So now, like I said, we hit the corner, we go around the block. It's plenty white kids, like I told y'all, it's a university. Plenty white kids, plenty white people, other people. They don't say shit to us. They go about their business. They in cars talking to each other. Ain't nobody asked me about my dog. That's what I'm trying to get to. So I go, like I said, we make it over there in front of by the hospital. And then here come a black dude in some little white truck talking about some, hey, what kind of dog is that? Sounding just like the two people that were just around the corner, right? So I'm ignoring him too. I ain't saying nothing. He in the car with his window down. I already knew he was finna say something because as we was approaching the vehicle, he already had his window down, right? So I ain't even looking his way. He yelling, so I pull out my phone and I start recording him. So when he see me record, he say, oh, I like your dog, and try to drive off. But then he do a U-turn, come back around, somebody, you ain't have to record me because I'm asking you about your dog, and I still ain't say nothing. So as I'm walking past, a lady, she was standing there putting her child in the car. She was like, hey, who are you talking to? I'm like, well, I'm talking to my dog, because at that time I started talking to myself. Really, I was talking to my emotional support animal, right? So I was like, I'm talking to my dog. She was like, nah, who was he just talking to? Because he yelling out the window and shit, like he gonna do something to me. So, like I said, I was ignoring him. So she was like, yeah, he got you effed up. Like, what's wrong with him? I'm like, yeah, he was asking me something about my dog, and I ignored him. She was like, yeah, he got you effed up. I was like, at least somebody got common sense. Man, listen, because I've been running into mental patients. I showed y'all on my other live stream where it was an older man in some old pickup truck following me around the hospital, posted up. Somebody in an Altima, a gold Altima with dark tinted windows pulling up all slow like they finna do a drive-by or something. Like, it just, then as I'm walking from the hospital last night, it just be like, you be like, like, it's like, why do I feel like I'm stepping out into the mental hospital, man? Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, if somebody ignore me, I'm going to just keep going. I had somebody do that to me when I was, working in Walmart doing, preparing returns and stuff. And, I had spoke to somebody. She tried to act like she didn't hear me or see me. So I just kept it moving. And when I seen her after that, I just kept it moving. Like, I'm not finna argue, but that's what I keep telling y'all. That's the point of all of this. Because they used to get me back in the days, a couple of years ago. Not back in the days, but after I'm going through the trauma of my mama getting unalive. My son sitting here, they taking him to prisons and shit, and he only 16 years old, trying to get him to do this fake court dates, telling him to show up, turn himself in for stuff that never happened. Just a whole bunch of craziness, you know what I'm saying? All while I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my mama, all while I'm getting illegally put up out my house, you know what I'm saying? All while the sheriff deputies follow me all around Milwaukee. It's just some crazy shit. So they were just trying to traumatize the fuck out of me, right? So after getting over all of that, really still not grieving the loss of my mom, really not grieving any of this trauma that's been inflicted on me, coming to this apartment building, then, sitting here for a minute, I had talked to the African guy a couple of times. It already seemed like they was trying to, they was doing him like they did me, inflicting trauma, conflict, sending, like I said, these off-brand women that act like they smoke dope or something. I don't know what they was doing, but I could just see the setup. And it was just sad because when I first moved here, it was like people trying to get in my apartment, like type shit, like asking my son, can I charge my phone up in your house? Asking me my Instagram, all type of weird ass shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling my son, like, no, don't charge nothing. This ain't jail. I don't know them motherfucking people. Don't be bringing nobody up in here. Don't bring they shit in here. And I don't got time for nobody taking nothing out. And I ain't got time for nobody saying we took nothing from them. Okay? So if they need to charge their phone, they need to find somewhere else to do it. They can go to the library. They can go to the Starbucks, wherever the hell they need to go, that they can do that. All right? So it was just some weird stuff before, you know, the man had even got unalive, murdered or whatever. So it was just crazy to me. It was crazy. And then, you know, like I said, for these people try to accuse my son when my son went nowhere by the scene. And I'm just like, what's wrong with these folks? You know, they up in there, oh yeah, she was arguing with the man and his girlfriend, and he bust out his own windows. I'm like, why would the African man bust out his own windows when you clearly know that woman, one of the women that he had over there that was an older woman, bust his windows out? But I guess y'all didn't see none of that. But y'all see me and my son in my car, me chilling in my car, doing my live streams and shit, sending people to ask me, do I know where some work at? You know, aka crack, I guess. But I told them they can go to the temp service, Walmart, and everything else. But anyway, I'm getting off the subject, y'all. But like I said, I'm back. Yes, Jesus loves me. Yes, he do. And he loves you too. Just a girl who loves God. Yes, that's what's keeping me going, is God over everything, and knowing that Jesus loves me, man, because he wouldn't have brought me this far to leave me, you know. So that's what takes me, and that's one thing that these demons really wanted me to do, is forsake God. They wanted me to be like, God, why I hate God, and God did this. No, God didn't do anything. Human beings did this shit to me. Human beings that don't love themselves and don't give a damn about God, don't give a damn about humanity, did this to me. And did that to my mama, did that to my child, ran my dog over, also ran my son over. My son got ran over first. Okay? Then they be trying to kill me. Every time I walk up out my damn house, somebody going 100 miles an hour hitting this damn corner like they know I'm finna walk to the corner. But that's another story for another day. So like I said, that's why I really didn't want my son to know why I be sitting up here tossing and turning, having to live in this building, knowing that right now this is really my only option of having shelter over my head, you know, until I can figure something better out to do. The landlord trying to reassure me like, yeah, it's getting safer over here. I don't feel like I'm getting safer. I feel like people are trying to close in on me and, you know, treat me like a sitting duck like they did the African man. So, you know, that's why I get on here and I say what I say, and I don't give a fuck who I tell on. I don't give a damn if somebody called me a snitch, a racist, a bitch, or whatever, because you're not going to take away my experiences. You're not going to make me hate white people or hate this person when the people that are black and have some type of authority and power around here are the folks that's traumatizing me and trying to fuck me over. You know what I'm saying? So it just be real irritating when people want you to focus on white supremacy and racism, but then you like, well, what about the black people that's deteriorating our neighborhoods and stealing and robbing from us and embezzling funds and stealing rent assistance money, you know, and food share and whatever else, and getting all these, you know, creating food deserts where they're not telling them about, you know, the pick and stays being closed, the Walmart's being closed until it's too late. But yet everybody is around here asking me what kind of dog I got, getting my car towed unlawfully, illegally, you know, paying attention, hacking into my Wi-Fi devices, trying to see where I'm at and what I'm doing, because people putting out this false narrative that I'm some type of homicidal maniac and that I know where they granddaughter live, they sister live. Like, I know who these fucking people is that I ain't never met before I gave a damn about. And it's just crazy to me. Like I said, I just seen my so-called neighbor that cleaned up the building, his ass walking around. I ain't never seen him walk by me. You know, it's just like, what's wrong with you people? I really want to know what's wrong with y'all, but I already know y'all are mental in the fucking head. But I don't say nothing about the shit that I see. I could be acting like I'm the lady on 227 and goddamn, what's her name? The girl Wayans that played on in Living Color. I ain't the one to gossip, but you ain't heard it from me. Like I said, I just used to be the person that just keep on going, keep moving, keep it pushing. You know, but now y'all make me want to get down to y'all level. Fuck it. Y'all want to tell lies on me? I'm going to tell the truth on you. You want to try to ruin my reputation? I will ruin your whole life. You want to try to send niggas, women, or whoever to be my fake-ass friend like Armia Brooks, who calling me about marijuana plugs when she smoke crack and do ecstasy? It's just real weird to me that people keep on trying to get me on these recorded lines, get me entrapped in something. And if a motherfucker asks me, you can ask me. No, I don't smoke crack. I ain't never smoked crack. I don't do none of that stuff. So it just be really, you know, weird, demonic, and sick, the stuff that goes on. And it's just not here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's other places that have predominantly black communities. And just like Atlanta, Georgia, where that's one of the main places where people are doing it to each other. The black people are robbing each other. They taking the resources supposed to be helping their fellow people get up off their feet, renew and replenish, regenerate the damn community, but they stealing it from the community and running out there with the white people. Then they come back in your face and act like they don't like the white people. Well, why are your children going to school with them? Why are you living out there with them? Why are you in my face trying to gaslight me and sell me wolf tickets so I can get riled up and not have no job? Now, oh, you racist, you don't like white people. No, I love humans. I don't care if you black, white, orange, or purple. If you out here trying to hurt people, get over on folks, manipulate people, and do things to folks, nah, get the hell out of here. It don't matter what race or creed. It comes in all shapes and forms. However, I just been very disappointed that y'all want me to shut up, but y'all keep trying to traumatize me. Then talking about, oh, you don't have to record me. Yes, I do. I just told y'all, everything that goes on, I have my camera on. When I'm out here walking by myself, I got my camera on. And when I get this phone actually on, I'm going to have my camera on. How you doing, Art of War? How you doing? How you doing? Good evening. And God bless from Ohio State. Yes, yes, yes. Desiree Poley says, once a month, I change my password. Farrah Beth, how you doing? The devils want us all to fight with each other so we don't wake up and focus on them. Yeah, they are the demons. Shoot, they want to fight with you. Dan says, now I change it daily. Yeah, now I be changing mine. I've been trying to do it once a week, but I'm really going to do it once a month and change my passwords. And then, when I'm prompted to for employment or other things like that. Because like I said, I have made some bad decisions. My discernment was off, interacting with people that I shouldn't have never interacted with. Folks watching me on ring bell cameras, hacking and trying to blackmail other people that I was associated with. It's just sad. It's just sad. Now I got to really be out here solo dolo and really have to pay attention to who I allow access to my life and what they about, Because like I said, I had met this guy about, 2008, this white man. And, he tried to play me or whatever. But, he had known this other girl that I ended up meeting, almost 10 years later at Bankworks. And then, my life started going down the drain. And then, people were sitting here on Facebook inboxing each other and talking about me and recording me and sending voicemail. It's just like, ugh, y'all really disgust me in real life. So I like to be by myself. So again, for anybody who out here watching this YouTube or don't know, anytime you ask me about my emotional support animal and I'm outside with enjoying my day, doing what we do, walking my dog, minding my business, I will ignore the shit out of you. Now, if you and your man, your cousin, or whoever feel like y'all want to approach me, because I will not approach you, then I cannot say what will happen to you if I feel threatened for my life. Because like I said, I see visions of a dead man. My mama is dead. I have fear in my subconscious that somebody gonna try to beat the hell out of me and kill me or shoot me in my own apartment. Me walking out my house. My mama stayed at her apartments for damn near 10 years. And that happened to her. Then nobody knows shit. Oh, we don't know. The ring camera don't work. So I don't have time for that. So if you are the type of person that is a psychopath and you try to reach out to a stranger while they walking their dog and they ignore you and you want to think that it's cool to come up on me, I don't know what's going to happen. That's why I'm recording. Because I don't want you people talking about, oh, she aggressive. She got crazy because I asked her about her dog. Like I said, I got a couple of women every time I walk to the gas station. I just had this older lady ask me the same thing as the other lady. So I asked her the same shit. Oh, is your dog pregnant? I said, are you pregnant? She get mad. Oh, you ain't even have to do all that. You didn't even have to speak to me. You didn't say, hello, how you doing today? How you doing, miss? Hey, that's a lovely dog. What kind of dog is that? Y'all just be coming out the side of y'all fucking neck talking to me, and y'all can see my facial expression. Like people try to tell me, read the fucking room, read the atmosphere, read the air, that I don't want to associate with you. I don't want to be cordial with you. I'm minding my damn business. But no, y'all be at y'all old ass age, over the age of 35, thinking y'all gonna bully me into talking to you. when I don't have to talk to any fucking body. I don't care where I'm at, in my house, outside, walking around, if I got 18 dogs with me. But for some reason, y'all always talk about white privilege, but y'all think y'all have the privilege and the right to harass me, ask me dumbass questions, and when I respond with a dumbass answer, now is, oh, well, you ain't even have to say all that. You didn't have to say anything from jump, ma'am. Just like the lady who, a couple of days before that, asked the same question. Your dog pregnant? Are you pregnant? Because your stomach look like you need to be doing some sit-ups and going to holler at Billy Blanks, going down to Planet Fitness. You know, I didn't say all that. I just said, you know, looked at her up and down. Are you pregnant? Now you didn't even have to go there. You didn't even have to say that. You didn't have to speak to me, ma'am. You really didn't speak to me. You asking questions about my dog that ain't none of your fucking business. But I don't understand why y'all think it is your business. Then when I ask you if you have a child with you, hey, is they potty trained? Why you asking about my kid? You don't get it, huh? That's why I keep saying, when did these mental institutions get released? Because there's a lot of you motherfuckers walking around here pretending to be normal, mental human beings with sanity, and y'all is fucking fucked up in the brain. So I am mastering the power of ignoring folks. Just like people thought I was watching them on social media just because I thought they had something or they was doing something. What the fuck that got to do with me? What you gonna give me? You can have 10 million, $100,000 million. That don't mean you gonna give me a penny. So I just wanted to see if that's what a motherfucker really thought of me. That's why you don't call me. I won't call you. Because you think I linger around on social media platforms looking for a man or a woman. No, that's what you do. That's what a lot of y'all do. That's why y'all be on these dating apps and everything else. I can walk around here every day and meet somebody. Y'all probably know me off social media. Ain't gonna say nothing. But no, people talk to me in real life. Men try to talk to me and take me on dates in real life. So it just, you know, that's why I say I just have to start lingering off of this social media. But yeah, thank y'all for y'all answers though. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for taking the poll. How often do you change your passwords? Like I said, I'm back in the crib. I ain't gonna show y'all too much. Back at the house, because you know people always talking about I'm hungry and I'm thirsty. But anyway, so yes, how often do you change your passwords? Once a week, 12%. Once a month, 12%. When prompted to do so, 26%. Most of y'all, 49%, said I don't care. I don't care about it. Yeah, that's how I used to be till people hacked my shit and, you know, start chasing me around, the Motel 6 employees, and, you know, switching my dog and all type of mental health trauma they was doing to me. Oh, you crazy? Is that your dog? Man, stop playing with me. It's like people want you to be crazy as them. Like, nah, I know what the fuck I witnessed. I know they tried to switch my dog Dutch with whatever the fuck dog they had that kept jumping out my motherfucking window when we riding around downtown. I'm like, who dog is this? Then finally, they put my dog back into in Cudahy in Motel 6. Now I'm like, okay, this is Dutch right here. And I had to eventually give my dog up because all the trauma and the chaos and the conflict that was going on. But yeah, for people to come around and indirectly say shit like, oh, is that your dog? Yeah, this is my dog. What the fuck is you talking about? I know my dog. That's why I be like, it's some... I'm like, oh my God. Woo! And then they try to call you the crazy person. Like, dawg, boo, get the fuck away from me. So like I said, since y'all want to go out here and lie, plot, and scheme on me, I don't give a fuck what y'all got for me. And if I tell the truth on y'all, I'm going to tell whatever the fuck I know on y'all. I'm going to be called a snitch, a whistleblower, exposed. I don't give a fudge. I'm just trying to let y'all know. Because the lies and plots and schemes that y'all told on me, especially my so-called relatives, my cousins. Oh, I can't wait to get the hell out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. But anyway, y'all. So like I said, I wasn't going to be on here too long. Just let y'all know that I might still go to the hospital. Like I said, I like the atmosphere over there better than I do here. For some reason, when I'm in my house, I only get like 4 or 5 people, and then you know, it ain't saying much. I don't know. Like I said, I gotta change my password because I, went into the same T-Mobile account I had that got cut off in October. They stole my car in October, the city of Milwaukee toll lot. And then, my phone got cut off. It's just a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm still here. That was last year. That was a whole year ago. So yeah, y'all. So if y'all ever catch me up late night, I'll be up at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning or something. That's why I really be up. I know it'd be like, oh, Marie, wow, she be talking about vagina and ding-a-ling and 304 and all, but no, really, I just be trying to get my mind off of seeing dead bodies in my subconscious. You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers bleeding. And the crazy thing is I like horror movies. I love horror movies. I've been watching horror movies since I was like 10, no lie. However, just to see that shit in person, like hear the gunshots, smell the the gunpowder still in the fucking hallway. And then, these people talking about, the gunmen still in the building and then trying to point my son out and all this. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Like, my son was in the goddamn house. But anyway, so that's why I be up sometimes, man. I didn't want to tell my son that because, it just be crazy. Because he be like, Mom, you just be tossing. So now I just, toss and turn till I go to sleep. I might have the window open, the fan on, something. But yeah. Out of my 44 years, I ain't never experienced no shit like that in my life. I know some people like, yeah, I done seen worse. I was in the army, I was in the military, I was in the gang, I was in the hood. I was seeing niggas die every day. I don't. I go to college, I go to school, I read books, I watch Murder, She Wrote. Like, I'm not in the business of watching people or listening to people get murdered right across the hall, not even 5 feet away from me. And then, it taking 2 weeks for me to get on my YouTube channel to be like, damn, they ain't even cleaned this blood and stuff up. People still going through in and out the window in his house, in the fucking apartments. Like, man, we gotta believe in humanity, man. I'm about to cry. Because I'm like, I never really seen demons until I really moved here. Like, I knew it was demons. But in these last motherfucking 10 years of my life, like, I didn't witness so many fucking evil people that I gotta be solo dolo. Like, it don't even make sense. Like, it don't make sense to me. And I can't be the person that I am being around these people because every day they trying to humble me and darken my light and basically tell me who the fuck I think I am. Oh, look at you now. You walk in. You don't got no car. Ha, ha, ha. We took your car from you. Ha, ha, ha. We took your house from you. Ha, ha, ha. You know what I'm saying? And it just be like, damn, I would have never did none of this shit to none of you people for no amount of money. For no amount of love for a man, a woman, nothing. It's just crazy. But it was good to see my mama getting sent off on her funeral. My brother did a good job with that. Had her favorite color on. She really, So it's like, when people sit up here and try to judge me, I just really don't be giving a fuck. I'm just trying to tell y'all. Like, especially when they took my car, I was like, really? And then this lady, this light-skinned ass black lady standing there telling me all that. I'm like, ooh-wee. Like, let me just get my stuff up out of here because God got something bigger and better for me. God got something bigger and better for me. And I'm alive and I survived. Like I said, people want to laugh at myself. Oh, look at her side tooth. Look what happened. And don't even really know what. I'm not going to tell nobody what happened. I'll let people talk. But yeah, I got all that, the broken pieces, I got that taken out. It only took him like 10 minutes. He was like, the dentist was like, what you thought I was going to be digging in your mouth for 2 hours? I'm like, I don't know. Because I've been scared to get it taken out. Shoot, I'm thinking that you're going to hit a nerve or something. But it was simple, easy peasy. So now I go get my other cavities filled. And then, try to see if I can come up with some money to start my braces, to get my teeth, some of these spaces, especially with my side tooth, got fixed that to come together so I can, have a much beautiful smile. But yeah, God is over everything, man. So yeah, like I said, Thanksgiving coming up, Christmas coming up. I'm just hoping that this government shutdown, whatever this BS is, that they come together so, that we can get those food share benefits allocated for families who need them, the elderly who need them, the disabled who need them. Section 8, like I said, has been affected. So you should be receiving an email or something or a letter from your Section 8 housing, HUD housing due to the government shutdown. Things of that nature. So yeah, y'all. But thank y'all for staying though. Like, everything finna get back to the basics. Everything finna come full circle. So thank y'all for staying in there this long with me. Give me a couple of more years, God willing, that I'm alive and I survive. Y'all gonna be like, damn, Miss Sweetz thing came a long way. Because, I take unsolicited advice and I take positive criticism and I make a change. I don't sit here and be mad at people. Oh, they talked about me because I smoked weed. Like, no, what can I do to cope? If you don't like me smoking marijuana, then what can I do to cope? Because I'm not finna turn into an alcoholic. I don't smoke crack. I don't do heroin. You know, I used to play basketball and track. I don't swim. Like, what do you do to cope? You know? So people think it's all right. Oh, well, I'm an alcoholic. I'm this and that. Oh, because now it's legal after prohibition, right? But anyway, so that's what I go through, y'all. So I'm just happy. Like I said, I'm alive. I survived. Thank y'all for coming through. Watch out for these sugar daddies, man. Sugar has been killing my life, man. Watch out for these sugar daddies, these white men. Because once these people see them on these ring bell cameras, they going to get their license plates. They going to throw your ass under the bus. Their kids probably going to have a pickup truck to try to underlive you. You know, shit like that. They going to have prostitutes and strippers lying, plotting, and scheming, telling them your business. Only for them to run around and say, I don't trust nobody. Oh, now you don't trust nobody? Go back over to Manitowoc, Wisconsin. Go on back to that strip club and go ahead and trust them people that y'all was trusting, right? Go ahead and do what y'all need to do. Manitowoc, Wisconsin. Go on up there and do what y'all been doing. You know, judges, lawyers, doctors, whatever. Y'all go on back up there. Don't bring your happy ass down here, you know, looking for somebody to do something. I'm showing my toes and stuff. But yes, y'all, let me get up off of here. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with my job. I got a disturbing voicemail telling me to hurry up with my damn training or my position won't be available. I guess I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm really not giving a damn about shit. But I'm gonna go do what I need to do. I'm not getting paid. Shit, I need about a couple of dollars right now. But you think they give a fuck? No, because I still ain't getting my $444 from me filing my taxes with the company. But anyway, so I thought I had into a certain date of November to finish this training, but I guess that, you know, they have other better candidates that they're willing to hire in my place, which is okay with me, because do what y'all got to do and I'm going to do what I got to do, right? So thank y'all for taking the poll. Please change your passwords often. I know majority of y'all saying y'all don't change it, y'all don't care. It probably ain't been messing up y'all life. Y'all ain't had people from the Motel 6 working with the police from Cudahy to, you know, Glendale. So you should be good, you know. So yeah, I didn't have plenty of people. I didn't connect it to the wrong Wi-Fi connections. Going into motels and stuff like that where these people didn't harass me. And a lot of human trafficking is going on, especially here at the Motel 6, over there at the Ola Quinta, down there by Glendale. You go out to Cudahy. They was allowing a lot of those Venezuelans and stuff to come out there and stay, but they were trying to get my happy ass up out of there, chase me out, me and my dog. But me and my emotional support animal, Princess, we will be walking around still. And again, if you guys want to speak to us, we will not be speaking to you. I keep telling y'all, it's not my dog, it's me. Y'all want me to be friendly or something? I don't know, but I don't trust none of you people. Okay, I don't know where y'all came from, and I don't give a damn. Go back to the hell, the rock that you cried over. Okay? How often do you change your passwords? Once a week, 12%. Once a month, 12%. When prompted to do so, 26%. And yeah, and also when I was working for the energy assistance, my dumb ass, because for some reason the Wi-Fi wasn't working in my kiosk, I'm in my cubicle, you know, I had signed in, you know, onto the the job thing or whatever. Not the job, but I signed into my Google to get my DoorDash orders and stuff like that. So that's another way that my account could have got hacked, because the so-called manager, she didn't like me. It was just a whole bunch of shit going on. So y'all, yeah, so change my passwords, y'all. Watch out who you entertain. Watch out who you give access to your life. You know, please change your passwords, even though 49% of y'all, like, y'all don't care, y'all whatever. And then you wake up one day and somebody all in your bank account and money missing, but hey, you don't care, okay? So I will be at least changing mine once a month to everything that I got. Like I said before, I was kind of slow to it. I had damn near my same password to everything. I got to change my Samsung password and just do a whole lot of different stuff. But yeah, I got my T-Mobile back. I'll be paying that bill. And I just hope and pray that everybody have a blessed night. Thank God it's Friday. We made it to the end of the week, okay? And God over everything, man. I love all of y'all. And I hope y'all have a blessed weekend. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. And don't forget, to become a member to my channel. Go ahead and share it with your family, your friends, your co-workers. Put it in the group chat, the Facebook group. It don't matter if they laughing at me or they laughing with me. Either way it go, anything that's moving, any type of movement can keep me in the algorithm. So thank y'all so much for today. Like I said, I think I'm going to start going back over there to the, I'm going to just do a little experiment and see. Because like I said, I got about 4 or 5 people. It's at 57 people over here now. If I go to the hospital, it'll probably be about 500 people. So I'm just going to do a little experiment to see how hacked my devices really are. But yeah, y'all have a blessed one, okay? We going to see each other, like I told y'all, Halloween. We going to do the live stream. I don't know if I'm going to be doing 24 hours, but we definitely going to be doing the live stream. I got my Wonder Woman costume. I'm going to put that on. We going to be out here enjoying life, eating some candy, doing what we going to do, you know what I'm saying? Woo, might watch a spooky movie in the background. But yes, y'all, take care of your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health, your sexual health, okay? Take care of your spiritual, everything, man, because health is wealth, all right? Especially your mental health, all right? So y'all have a blessed day, and I will see y'all soon. Peace.